Hi guys, this is Alexis from Reflections of a Bookaholic, and I'm here with another Plan With Me. This is the last Plan With Me that I'm going to post for 2021. It's a little bit out of order, but I'm so glad we're here. I am ready to move on. This week, I am planning for the week of November 22nd through November 28th. This week is not only Thanksgiving week, but it's also my birthday week. I forgot to show the kit on camera. I apologize about that. This is a Vanilla Paper Co. Thanksgiving themed kit. I think it was called Thankful. And I went back and forth, round and round and round. What kit am I going to use for Thanksgiving week? Looking for a good Thanksgiving kit that hit me in all the feels, and I really struggled. And so I found this after the fact, and I was planning on using it next year because I knew I wouldn't get it in time. But since I'm planning everything late, I went ahead to go ahead. I decided to go ahead and use this kit. And the funny thing about that is, as much as I went round and round and round trying to make a decision, unhappy with it never crossed my mind to use like a celebration or birthday themed kit. It's been years since I've used one for my birthday week, and I've just kind of forgotten that I should, like, it's a possibility. And so, yeah, so every year, Thanksgiving week and my birthday week is going to be the same week. And I always have to make a choice. And lately, I've been making the choice for Thanksgiving so often that I've forgotten that celebrating my birthday, now that's how you know you're old, right? Celebrating my birthday is a thing. So this week, even though it's my birthday week, it is a Thanksgiving kit. I do go ahead and lay down my base, just like normal. Not a lot of different things here. Her bottom washi is a bit long, so I do have to cut it down with my cutter. And I already did that on camera. And then I get to the rest of the base. So going forward, I can't wait to move into the new planner. I mean, I've already been planning in it, kind of spoiler alert, but I can't wait to post these videos. So the hang up that I have right now, and I will talk about this a little bit more later when I get to the weeks of this, is I am having some huge eye issues. And the best work around that is to limit my screen time. And with work and being in trial, limiting it for work isn't really an option. Blue light glasses give me all the feels, but they don't actually, scientifically, there's really no proof that they do anything. So I'm not going to rely on those. So editing, I can only edit when I don't use up all my screen time for work, which, yeah, that never happens. So editing is like backlog. But when I have days where I can just knock a lot of them out, then I get to do that. And I can't wait to post the videos and show you the new planner and to get some of the more recent videos up there. I like I said, I'll talk about my eye issues a lot later because it honestly, I'm always messing up my eyes, and I'm so paranoid about messing up my eyes. That's why I ended up having surgery years ago. I ended up having to get LASIK, or going ahead with LASIK, even though I was terrified because I was tired of messing up my eyes, scratching, burning, whatever. Tired of it. Anyways, I'm so off topic at this point. But that's why during the weeks, there's some weeks where there's like 3 Plan With Me's, and then like this week there's gonna be 1, and it's just the editing process is just killer for me when I'm spending hours and hours and hours on the computer for work and on Zoom. So nonstop watching, and what my doctor says, not enough blinking. So whatever. So this week, Thanksgiving week, I was so excited because, obviously my birthday, which I kind of celebrated the weekend before. So there's not a lot of birthday stuff actually happening this week, but it's Thanksgiving, and I got another opportunity to cook Thanksgiving dinner for my family. Growing up, Thanksgiving is a big deal in my family. Cooking is a big deal, and cooking for such a small family, it's hard, but I am getting to do that each year and bring in a lot of the food that I grew up with. And cook for my growing boys. And my aunt came into town this Thanksgiving. I always appreciate when my family comes into town to see us, and any family really. I'm not originally from Texas, so I'm from Birmingham, Alabama. And so anytime I have family or go see my parents, it's always a good time. So, very fun week. One of the things that I do like about this kit is this kit has such pastel colors for fall. So, a lot of light colors, definitely fall themed and looks like fall, but it's got some of the girliness that I really liked. And I thought that was good, not only for Thanksgiving, but also for my birthday. I did pull in these lace headers from, these are actually from Sadie Stickers. These are in my collection. These are a lot older. I don't remember when I got them, but they were really different. And I did a lot of things in the spread that I pulled up. And it's my birthday week, so I just wanted everything to be perfect. And I did a lot of moving things around. And so I'm pulling in some more lace trim and putting them on the bottom of the full boxes, and just trying to have a base that I thought was very girly and very pretty. And I really like how that came out. I didn't decorate above the date covers, but I did put these lace trims underneath the date covers. So I also want to mention, you can see it in a lot of my videos, but I have eczema, and they're definitely, the winter months are very difficult because it's so dry outside. And my skin on my hands are always difficult to see, and I apologize about that. There's really not much I can do. A lot of moisturizer only exacerbates the issue. And then when, like, it always looks dry when it's not. And I stopped planning for a whole year because I would look back at my videos and look at my hands and be like, oh, this is so annoying. Like, I didn't want people to be like, oh, she's so super ashy. So anyways, just heads up, like, it's eczema. I used to have eczema between my thumb and my pointer finger really bad, and it looked really dry, especially when you see me holding a pen. But right now, it's mostly my ring finger and my pinky. And so that is another reason, like, if you see my videos, sometimes I wear my ring, sometimes I don't. And it just really depends on what my skin's doing. Yeah, all of that off topicness. Back to the plan with me. I love that these heart shaped, she has different shaped boxes that don't fill up the whole box, and you can do a lot of things with. I took the heart shaped one and layered over some florals that I got in the add-on, and that tooth sticker is from the Coffee Monster Co. And I just noted that Jacob had an extraction, so Jacob actually had an extra tooth, and the dentist called it his shark tooth. And that's what we called it. We're like, oh, you're a shark tooth, da 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 da. So when they actually pulled it out, I didn't realize it was actually like a shark tooth. And I think the trivia is that only sharks have extra teeth that they don't need, or aside from humans, like grow extra teeth. So Jacob has all of the teeth he's supposed to have, and he also had a shark tooth that actually started coming out. And so it's pointing on both ends. And so he had his extraction, and then his other tooth fell out, and so now Jacob is missing his two top teeth along with two of the bottom teeth. And so we tease him about how he doesn't have any teeth anymore. And he came excited because he was like, oh man, the tooth fairy is going to give me a lot of money for this one. And I was just like, oh really? Where did you do that? Because I'm thinking in my mind about what's in my wallet, and I was like, this is one of the annoying things about being a parent that, like, people forget to mention. But Monday I had some trial prep. I'm gearing up at this point to, like, trial season. And that sticker at the top, the cute one, is from Honey Inked. It is in her icon section, but I folded it myself. Noted that I went to Whole Foods, and then just noted a few things on Monday that I needed to get done. And we finished Shang-Chi as a family. On Tuesday, I've scrolled up a little bit, but I started off by decorating the full box for my birthday. I put down the 37 candles. Those are from Sadie Stickers, and did a little decoration. And when I scroll down a little bit, I'll talk about that a little bit more. But Tuesday on my birthday started off, the same as normal. I nursed and cuddled the baby, and I had a hearing that morning, so I did some layering, and the laptop that I'm about to put down is from the Giving Girl. So in the full box, I decided to decorate it a bit to just kind of have a focus on my birthday. It's my 37th birthday. And it's interesting because I was watching a live with Rachel and Tay. They do those lives where they plan and just kind of talk about things. And people were talking about not talking about their birthdays. And what I thought was interesting is in the chat, people were saying, like, oh, I don't mind saying my age, but maybe I'll stop when I turn 31. And it's just so funny because I told myself a long time ago when I was in high school, I told myself that I would not be that person that was turning 50 but telling everybody they're 25 like as a huge joke, but like not wanting to say their age. I always said that I wanted to be the person that was grateful for each year that I got, and that I didn't want to hide my age and all of that stuff. And so I didn't have a problem putting 37 in my planner and talking about turning 37. I mean, if I'm being honest, I don't feel any different from being 37 as I did when I was 30 or 29. One of the things that I'm coming to grips with is, like, as you get older, you feel the exact same because your brain is the same. It's just your body that's slowing down. And it's just interesting to me. And I think you only feel that way about your 30s when you're in your 20s, because when you're in your 30s, you're like, this is the same thing, except for I really don't want to be caught dead in a club. Because I don't really have time for that. And, it's not like I'm getting any more sleep or anything. But it's interesting. So tell me what you think about age, and do you share your age? Do you feel the same as in your 20s if you're in your 30s? I find that audience wise, sometimes it feels like people follow and interact with people who are in the same phase of life. So I'm also curious, those of you who are watching my videos or commenting, what phase of life are you? Do you have kids? Are you in your 30s? I do find it really interesting to know. But I had a great birthday. I'm so happy and proud to be 37. I hope I have 37 more and more than that. And I still want to be that person that's in my 50s telling everybody I'm turning 57 or 58. Or I never want to feel self-conscious. And it is actually hard. I feel like the planner community has gotten younger. It feels, and it has gotten harder because it feels like everyone's in their 20s right now. And maybe that's just me seeing that because of my Instagram feed versus what's real life. So I'm very interested in what other people think, because I've got, lots of thoughts about that. But great birthday. And I did go to the spa and get a massage that day. And then I moved to Wednesday. So on Wednesday, I was so excited to put up my out of office reply that cleaning girls from Odd Loop, and we picked up my aunt who flew into town. And then we went to Gloria's for some appetizers. That icon sticker is from Crafts by Towie, which a lot of the icons are. And then I put down a bow checklist just to jot down a few things that we did. I took my aunt around the house and we were catching up because we can talk, and she got to see the boys and laugh at Z. Z is a mess. And then I spent the evening prepping food to get ready for cook for Thanksgiving, and spent a lot of time on the phone with my mom because, I mean, that's the thing about Thanksgiving. There are no measurements for anything. And so I'm like FaceTiming her, having her look and see if things are soupy enough, right consistency. I love FaceTime. FaceTime has definitely helped when you have family far away and when you need help cooking family traditions, family meals. So on Thursday, it is Thanksgiving Day, and I am finally talking about the actual plans. I layer over some, are these hexagons, and use the Happy Thanksgiving script. I think it's from Rose Colored Days. I'd have to check. And then I started off just drinking coffee and talking to my aunt. And then I started working on cooking. We did a charcuterie board to have out while I cooked because I am notorious for not finishing on time. That's the one thing that I don't have down, just the timing of finishing everything up. And so this year I cooked dressing, cornbread dressing from scratch, of course, mac and cheese, green beans. I did some chicken thighs, which was new this year, and some other things that didn't fit in the box, obviously. And then we sat down and had a family dinner. It was really great, lots of laughs. After that, we brought out the Uno cards and we all played Uno. And my family is ruthless. They do not go easy on a 6-year-old because he's 6. So Jacob played and he did the best he can, but there were some tears. There were some tears, and I did have to pull him aside and kind of talk to him. And sometimes he just kind of got hit with the double whammy. There was really, sometimes you just have to play the draw 4. It's just what it is. It's not personal, but I know it feels personal for a 6-year-old, but I think he did really good. After that, me and my aunt went walking because I do walk every day or try to walk every day, and we talked a little bit more. We did a lot of talking while she was here, a lot of catching up. On Friday, I just noted with the sticker from Paper Shard that I nursed the baby, and then I just put down some deco from the kit and just noted that we did some talking, and then I just watched my aunt decorate my house, which was great because I've been in this house for years and years and years and I haven't decorated it yet. And so that was great. We ran some errands because I needed to get a few gifts. It was Black Friday. I wasn't going to stand in line and it was nothing that I really had to get, but I needed to get something from Pottery Barn Kids. I needed to go to Michael's and Home Goods. And then my husband had a family pass, so he left and went out of town. And I love this combination right here with the heart and the box. So I just layered those over each other, used some deco from the kit behind it, and I just noted that I watched my aunt craft, use all of the crafting things. When they say like collecting crafts and actually crafting are two different hobbies. So she does the crafting hobby, I do the collecting hobby, and I love to watch her actually use the stuff that I had and put up stuff around my house that Jacob wanted or other people wanted that I was like, I'll get around to it. So Jacob wanted his name on his wall. She did that. She did all of these things, and I just had my coffee and followed her around the house and watched her do it. And we pulled out the shrinky dinks with Jacob. We had a lot of fun, and it was one of the things that motivated me to do some of the activities that we did for the 25 days for Christmas. Her being here and doing stuff so quickly that I procrastinated about really did motivate me to do more crafts things with the kids. So on Saturday, I had a little time to myself because the kids slept in. I did some face care, cleaned up a bit, ran to HEB to get my aunt some snacks that she can't get when she's not in Texas. And we loaded up the car and dropped her off at the airport. That airplane sticker is from Piper Paper Co. I don't know if she still has them in that size, but one of my favorite airplanes. I like the size of them. Noted that I picked up Chick-fil-A for the boys and headed home because it was just me with the boys. We did our early bath and hung out in our pajamas. And the bathtub sticker, which you can no longer see, but it's at the bottom, and when I scroll down, you'll be able to see that a bit, is from Simply Said Life. And then, of course, since my husband wasn't there, the kids wanted to sleep with me, which is always a disaster, but I'm a sucker for that. So we had a big sleepover, and they had the best sleep in the world, and I just watched them sleep. On Sunday, I just used that crib again from Paper Shard just to note that I put both the boys in the crib to entertain themselves and each other, and I went and had some personal time in the bathroom, just a little bit of privacy where someone's not sliding cars underneath the doors or throwing Legos at me. Literally no one throws Legos at me. They love their Legos too much to throw them at me and lose them, but you know what I mean. So they stayed in the crib together. Jacob's 6, so he can climb in and out by himself, but Z stayed because his brother was in there and they played. I jotted down a few things that I did, and then I filmed while the kids played and kind of hung, which is interesting that usually when my husband's there, they won't play without us. And when I was there, they were so good. They were so sweet. And I guess they knew it was just one of us. And they were like, let's take it easy on her. And then I filmed a bit, and then I just hung out with the boys until my husband came home. And that's it. That was the birthday week. Not super, super exciting. Most of the celebrating was done the weekend. So if you like this plan with me, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching and answering all my questions, and I will see you next time. Thanks. Bye.